The last house was in an urban neighborhood development, and there was no making changes. And then, we're getting toward retirement age. She came up, she says, well, why don't we go ahead and pull the trigger on, let's start a house. Hi, I'm David Dillows. This is my wife, Kathy.
We built a Berglund S.
And we built our home with America's Home Place in Blairsville. We were in South Florida 35 years, something like that, in the heat and humidity. I wanted to go to the mountains because I've been living in flat land all my life.
And our house in South Florida was a little bit too small, so we wanted something a little bit bigger than that.
Yeah, we did a lot of looking.
Because really we wanted what we wanted. We had built our house in Florida as well, so we went in that house brand new.
We started looking for property in Tennessee and North Carolina and Georgia, and over about 4 or 5 years we finally found this lot. Then she started looking around and calling builders and doing all that legwork. I knew America's Home Place had several offices in different towns.
Established company.
Yeah, more of a true builder with procedures and processes.
It was nice having the office right here in Blairsville because we could go in and we could talk to them in person. Some of the other builders didn't have a showroom like that.
Different materials, different options.
Right, yeah, the options were all there too.
They had the selection of floor plans that was easy to look at. One that we really ended up liking.
It was the Berglund S. We did make quite a few changes from the base floor plan.
First off, in this room, we pushed the wall back and we knew we wanted a big deck. I didn't want a small porch, particularly with this property. A small porch right there doesn't work.
And then he came up with having the covered portion of the deck and that big sliding glass door. It was just a daylight door there, and that was it.
We knew we wanted a stone fireplace, but in the floor plan, it only goes up to the mantle.
It was the model behind their office. In that model, it went all the way up to the ceiling, and we said, let's do it that way.
I love my garage.
Oh, he does. He does.
I'm the garage guy. Because of our truck, which is 22 foot long, wouldn't fit in the standard footprint of their garage, so I had them expand the depth of the garage to 26 feet so the truck could get in. And then because we have motorcycles, I needed a third bay. I have the room for my tools and my generators and my motorcycles and vehicles, and I'm happy in my garage.
Yeah.
We added the rec room downstairs. That's a 20 by 20 room where all our hiking stuff and bee stuff and exercise equipment and all that kind of stuff is. Works wonderfully.
For me, it's this open concept, this room right here, because this is where we spend all our time. When I got in here, it was like, oh, I love cooking in this kitchen. I had so much room.
America's Home Place, I'd recommend it to anybody.
Yeah, I would too.
It was refreshing that somebody was actually willing to work with you and come up with ideas and get you closer to where you wanted to be.
We worked with the Blairsville office and adjacent. He was really easy to talk to. If something did go wrong, he was, okay, I'm on it, I'll take care of it.
And he kept us informed.
America's Home Place, they were very professional and willing to work with us to get us what we wanted. That was big right there. I mean, to say, okay, this is somebody that we could work with.
We kind of knew what we were trying to accomplish. So it was just much easier with America's Home Place.